In the beginning of the drama, story starts with our female lead Yinsu, whose parents decide to leave her at an orphanage because of her serious disease, as they did not have money for her treatment. But here her grandmother takes her away from her parents. Well, after turning 18 years old, Yinsu gets her name changed and promises herself that one day she will make a new beginning so that she can give her grandmother a good life, a better life. After that, Yinsu goes with her fake parents to meet her boyfriend Jian's parents. There, Jian's mom becomes suspicious of her parents. So Yinsu tells them that she has always lived with her grandmother because her parents had gone abroad. They do not know much about her, and at that same time Yinsu's assistant calls her and informs her that her proposal to become a host has been rejected, which her rival had also found out about. Well, Yinsu cuts the call by saying that the game has just started. Just wait and see what happens next. In the next scene, Yinsu's boss is scolding her a lot because Yinsu is an anchor, and the ratings of her show have dropped a lot, because of which her boss sends her away from there by saying that if the ratings do not increase next week, then do not even come to work. At night, Jian gives Yinsu the personal number of a big celebrity so that she can take their interview, and because of this the ratings of Yinsu's show can increase. Seeing all this, Yinsu becomes very happy, and here both of them share a sweet kiss. The scene shifts to a flashback where Yinsu finds out from her company about Jian's plant shop. Her friend had wanted to take Jian's interview for a long time, but Jian kept rejecting her, and that is why one day Yinsu goes to a shop on the excuse of a job. There, Jian does not recognize her at all and cannot understand who she is, and that is why he clearly refuses the interview. At that moment, Yinsu apologizes to him and gifts him a very old botanics collection kachi, about which she had fully researched, knowing that Jian likes old botanics collection items a lot. And in return for Yinsu's gift, Jian also gives her a flower gem, which Yinsu's grandmother used to make for her. Well, Jian had read about this liking of hers in an article. Seeing this, Yinsu becomes very impressed with him. Next day, Yinsu is thinking about Jian, and at the same time she gets a message calling her for the interview. She reaches his company, where she finds out that Jian is the son of the owner of the Beijing group and is also the vice principal. This is very shocking for her. Yinsu is also not feeling well, and she starts feeling very cold. As soon as Jian sees this, he quickly gets the room's AC turned off. And literally, friends, this scene is very iconic, because now everyone there starts feeling very hot. Everyone's condition becomes miserable because of sweating. Well, after the meeting ends, he asks Yinsu to come for lunch, but at the same time Yinsu faints because she was already very weak. Jian then takes her to the hospital, where it is found that Yinsu has a high fever, and he starts taking very good care of her. Seeing him care for her so much, Yinsu falls in love with him. Here, Jian also starts liking her a lot, and with time they slowly keep moving their relationship forward. One day, Jian introduces Yinsu to his mom, saying that she is his girlfriend. Then she quickly sends him away for some work and tells Yinsu that she is busy with her friends today and will talk to her next time. Yinsu finds all this very strange. Even after this, she leaves from there without saying anything. Next day, Jian's mom calls Yinsu to meet at a restaurant, where she also brings Mi Di with her, who is soon going to start her own business. The whole time she just keeps talking to her, and Yinsu does not speak even a single word there. After she leaves, Jian's mom says that a girl who cannot make a place for herself anywhere will find it very difficult to adjust, and that girl is not right for our family at all, and that is why you should break up with Jian. Hearing all this, Yinsu feels very strange, and while refusing her, Yinsu says that she loves Jian very much. Along with that, she respects him a lot. She is also working very hard in her life to stand on her own feet, and she will prove that she can become a self-independent girl. Well, the scene shifts to the present, where Jian's father tells them to work with the Sean company. But Jian was clearly against it because the owner of that company had many corruption charges against him. Here, Yinsu is hosting her show, and as soon as the show ends, Jian's mom calls her to meet at a place. Without thinking anything, she quickly reaches there, where a new building was going to be built. Well, Jian's mom then tells her to choose a flat, but just then Jian arrives and takes her away from there. Both of them are now at Jian's plant shop, where Jian tells her that the show she wants to host, he can remove the old host and make her the new host. But Yinsu clearly refuses this, and says that she will achieve this position only through her hard work and ability. After that, both of them eat together and spend a very good time. Next day, Yinsu takes a gift for Jian's mom, but Jian's mom's friend does not like that gift at all. Seeing this, Jian's mom returns the gift to Yinsu. Yinsu learns from the maid of Jian's house that if Jian's mom's friend dislikes anything, then she also completely dislikes that thing. And she had done the same with Jian's first girlfriend as well. Next day, Yinsu goes to the tennis court with Jian's mom and her friend, where she learns about a lady named Miss Sao, who is the wife of the owner of a very big company. Everyone wants to build very strong connections with her at any cost. Here, Yinsu starts thinking that to impress Jian's mom, it is Miss Sao who can help her, and that is why she. Then she goes to the opera house where Miss Sao used to go, and after seeing her dance, Miss Sao starts inviting her to participate in a competition. Yinsu tells her everything about herself, that she works on a show which is soon going to start interviewing very powerful ladies, and Miss Sao becomes suspicious and leaves from there without saying anything. Next day, Yinsu goes to her director and gives him the idea that instead of celebrities, they should interview powerful ladies on the show, and he agrees to it. But here Yinsu asks him to submit her host application one more time. She goes to Miss Sao and invites her to the show, saying that this can be a very good way to promote her opera competition, for which Miss Sao also agreed. As soon as the show starts, the first episode with Miss Sao goes very well. When Jian's mom and her friends see this, they start praising Yinsu. Yinsu then invites all of them to come to the next show, and everyone agrees, which also impresses Jian's mom a lot. Slowly, Yinsu's show becomes very famous, and celebrities themselves start contacting her. Seeing her very successful life, the old host of Yinsu's show, So-se, becomes jealous of her success. At night, Jian comes to meet Yinsu and gives her a cute and lovely necklace. Next day, everyone sees Jian's father cutting a ribbon on TV, where Yinsu's real father is also present, friends. And at that same time, Jian's father asks him about his place. So Yinsu tells that her grandmother's village was there, which has now changed a lot. And there we see Yinsu's real father, who has a salon, where he is talking about his elder daughter, meaning Yinsu's elder sister Lin, and that her marriage is going to happen. Lin also works at a shop, where a man starts misbehaving with her. She slaps him hard, because of which she has to go to the police station. As soon as her boyfriend, whose name is Dao, brings her home from the police station, her parents start scolding Lin a lot, because of which she breaks up with him, but she does not tell anything to her parents. She also says that she is going somewhere out for a business trip. Next day, she directly reaches Yinsu and tells her that she has broken the marriage, and that is why she will have to stay with her for a few days. Just then Jian comes to Yinsu, and after seeing Lin, he asks about her. Yinsu lies to him and says that she is just her cousin, and seeing this, Lin feels very bad. Yinsu quickly sends Jian away from there and takes Lin to a hotel, where Lin says that she still considers her as her sister. But Yinsu leaves by telling her that only you think like this. While going on the way, Yinsu keeps remembering everything, how in childhood, when kids used to trouble her a lot, at that time her sister Lin always used to protect her. And then one day her grandmother sent Yinsu to live with her parents. But as soon as she reached there, she noticed that her parents were only worried about Lin, not Yinsu. They did not pay any attention to Yinsu at all. As soon as Yinsu completes her high school studies, at that time her father tells her that she will not study further because they could not afford to educate two girls together. Hearing all this, Yinsu starts crying and shouting that from her childhood till today, she has never asked them for anything, and they have always given everything to Lin. But even then, when she wants to study, they cannot stop her. Hearing all this, her father slaps her hard, and Yinsu runs to her grandmother and tells her the whole truth that she will never go back to her parents again. The scene shifts, and in the present, Jian calls Yinsu to his flower shop and shows her a plant flower, saying that it blooms only once in life, that too at night. To bloom, it has to face a lot of struggle, but when it blooms, it looks the most beautiful. After hearing all this, Yinsu also starts remembering her own story. She has also worked very hard in her life to reach this place and achieve this position, and one day she will bloom the most beautifully. Well, then Jian starts talking to Yinsu about Lin and asks if she is going to invite her to the wedding as well. But Yinsu clearly refuses and says that she is not that close to her. Next, Lin leaves the hotel and shifts to another place, and while returning Yinsu's money, she tells her that she has left the hotel, and actually she was deeply hurt by Yinsu's behavior. It had hurt her a lot. Here, When Lin's parents find out about her breakup, they go searching for her and directly reach Yensu's address. And at the same time, Jien's parents had come to see Yensu's house. As soon as Yensu sees her real parents, she becomes very scared and, making an excuse, she immediately sends Jien's parents from there straight to their home. Well, as soon as they leave, Yensu's real parents meet her, where they start getting very angry at her when they find out that she is getting married and they did not know anything about it. Yensu also clearly says that her family feels regret because of her, and seeing this, her father gets even more furious and asks her for Lin's address. Yensu tells them everything. Well, Lin meets her parents, starts apologizing to them, and she had already refused to go back home. Just then she learns from her parents that Yensu is getting married, but is not inviting her family. Quickly, Lin goes to meet Yensu to talk to her, but there she meets Yensu's fake parent. Yensu also reaches there and tells her that she loves Jien very much, that he is the only person in her life, and that he loves her a lot too. Here, Jien's mom did not want a girl from a poor background at all, and that is why Yensu told all these lies, because she did not want to lose Jien. Hearing all this, Lin leaves after telling her that she will not let her go on the wrong path. That means something is definitely going to create trouble. Well, at night Yensu's mom calls her and tells her that they will definitely come to her wedding. Next day, Yensu goes to meet her grandmother, and while giving her the news of her wedding, says that her parents want to come to the wedding. Her grandmother says that she does not need to worry because she will stop them. But hearing this makes her even more sad, because Yensu had also refused her grandmother from coming to the wedding since she would not be able to travel such a long distance. As soon as Yensu sees the same flour jam in the fridge, she starts crying and hugs her grandmother tightly, saying that one day she will definitely take her along with her. Next day, Jien gives Yensu a beautiful ring. After wearing it, Yensu says that she now has to work even harder and move further ahead so that she can become stronger and easily make up for everything. After reaching the office, Jien introduces her to his friend Lin, who has just returned from abroad. After finishing her studies, she had come to work in his company, and Yensu sees both of them talking and messages Jien to meet her. Jien had also already told Lin that he is going to get married soon. Next day, Yensu comes to a cooking class where she talks to Lin to find out everything about her. She also tells her that she is Jien's fiancé, and hearing all this, Lin becomes very surprised. She says that she is a very close friend of Jien and requests Yensu if she can become her bridesmaid, for which Yensu agrees. In the next scene, Jien and Yensu get married, where both of them look very lovely. At the reception, Yensu sees her professor, whose name she had used to lie to Jien's family, saying that her father is a professor doing research, and for the sake of that lie she had even taken his book. During the whole party, she keeps thinking about what will happen if the truth comes out in front of everyone. But somehow Yensu quickly sends him away from the party. After the party ends, Lin messages Jien and calls him to meet. When Jien goes there, she starts trying to seduce him, from which it is clearly understood how much she likes him. But Jien tells her that he is now married and loves Yensu very much, and then he leaves. Yensu is watching all this while standing at a distance. After that, both of them go to London for their honeymoon, and after returning, they go to meet grandmother. There, friends, Yensu finds out that her father has a brain tumor, and she becomes very shocked. Next day, grandmother and Jien are going to the market together, where grandmother tells Jien that Yensu is a very kind-hearted girl, and if she ever makes even the smallest mistake, please forgive her. On the other hand, Yensu leaves the money for her father's treatment at their gate and goes away from there. After that, Jien brings Yensu to a place and, while giving her a gift, tells her that she can open her own office here. On the other side, while working, something falls on Lin, because of which her shoulder gets injured, and she goes to the hospital to get herself checked, where her old friend Dr. Yu is there. And after seeing him, she starts remembering how much she liked him during school time, but he liked Yensu a lot. Well, that is why in the present, he asks to call Yensu, and Lin also calls Yensu there. When Yensu reaches there, Yu feels a little bad after seeing all this, that she has gotten married, because she was his first love. Then Yensu reaches Lin's apartment and gets her apartment shifted to another place because it was very small and dirty. But Lin starts refusing for this when she finds out that Dr. Yu is going to come and live in the neighboring apartment. She quickly takes her stuff and shifts there. That means something was definitely going on in this girl's mind. Here, Dao's parents find out that Lin's parents have bought a new shop, which was probably bought using the gift money given by Dao, and that is why Dao tries to talk to Lin. But Lin had already blocked his number, so he directly reaches Yansu's office to look for her. But he does not get entry there, and at the same time he sees Yansu and Dr. Yu in a cafe. He starts shouting loudly there. Yansu then takes him to another place and clearly tells him that she has nothing to do with Lin. But Dao says that they had already given the marriage money. Because of this, Yansu promises to return the money to him. But Dao refuses and says that he wants Lin, otherwise he will come in front of Yansu's office and create a scene daily. Yansu tells him that he can do whatever he wants and leave. Yansu then goes to Lin and tells her everything about Dao and asks her to stay away from him. On the other hand, Jian asks to find out everything about Dao as well, because he is also feeling suspicious. Next day, Yansu hears Jian and his mom talking about a man named Hao, because of whom Jian looks very tense. So Yansu asks one of her friends and finds out everything about Hao, that he loved his late wife very much and is currently taking very good care of his mother-in-law, who is very sick. Yansu goes to meet her. There, after seeing her cooking mud food, the next day Yansu cooks food for her and takes it there. At first, she is not ready for it and even starts hitting her, but Yansu handles her and starts spending time with her. She also takes very good care of her, because of which that lady starts liking Yansu a lot, and seeing his mother-in-law so happy, Mr. Hao also becomes very happy. Well, Mr. Hao even thanks Jian for this, because Yansu had taken very good care of his mother-in-law. On the other hand, a colleague from Yansu's office named Shu gets news about a fake wedding, where she also notices Yansu's fake parents in a photo. After knowing everything, she catches them and makes a plan with them. Shu then calls Yansu to her show as a guest, and Yansu's fake father is also there. Seeing them, Yansu understands everything, that today Shu is going to expose her. That means our heroine is about to be exposed. But that man comes forward and says in front of everyone that his face just matches Yansu's father's face. He says that he does not even know Yansu and is meeting her for the first time. Seeing all this makes Shu very angry. At that moment, Yansu throws water on her and leaves. She already knew that this day would definitely come, and that is why she had planned everything in advance. Smart girl. Well, next day Shu meets Yansu and starts scolding her a lot, but just then Yansu sees Jian there and says something to Shu that makes her very furious, and she slaps Yansu hard. Seeing this, Jian immediately gets Shu suspended. Now Yansu starts doing news anchoring, and seeing her on TV makes everyone very happy. Because of this, Jian's mom gifts her a beautiful necklace. At the same time, Jian's younger brother, whose name is Chung, comes and tells everyone that next week his horse riding competition is going to happen. But no one pays attention to him, and seeing this, he gets very angry and leaves from there. Next day, news comes from Jian's school that he has gotten into a fight again, and Jian's mom tells Yansu to solve this matter. Yansu goes to Cheng's school and starts apologizing to the other kid's parent and asks Cheng what actually happened. But he ignores her and walks away from there. As soon as Yansu comes home, Jian's parents say that they will send Cheng abroad to a boarding school. Here, Jian and Yansu are strongly against this and say that he is still a child and needs a lot of love from all of them. But Cheng is standing there and listening to everything, and he feels that he is being sent abroad because of Yansu. So he says that when Yansu was not there, everything was much better, and Jian used to spend a lot of time with him. Yansu finally promises him that if he stops fighting, she will definitely ask Jian to spend time with him. Next, Yansu's director gives her the news to cover a big company, and after that Yansu meets Zhou, whom she had met 6 years ago when Yansu was giving an interview and Zhou was talking about medical research. Both of them had met in the same cafe, and he had always encouraged her to move forward. Well, in the present, he tells her about his company and asks her to introduce him to Jian so that they can talk about investment. Yansu first asks him to show his report. After that, Jian tells Yansu to invite Lin to dinner as well. Yansu brings Lin to the dinner and also tells her to speak less, that she does not need to talk much in front of Jian, and everyone enjoys the dinner nicely. After dinner, Yansu thanks Lin for helping her and not creating any drama. Next day, Yansu goes to watch Cheng's horse riding, where he falls while practicing and badly injures his leg. At the hospital, Jian's mom tells the caretaker and Yinsu to take care of him and leaves from there. But as soon as she leaves, Chung throws all the things around and tells Yinsu to get out from there. He tells her to leave because he feels that everything happened only because of Yinsu. But Yinsu does not go anywhere and stays there. At the same time, Lin has come to the hospital to meet Dr. Yu, where he asks her to have lunch with him. His friends are also there, and everyone starts introducing each other. Here, Yinsu shows Chung the video of his practice and praises him a lot, saying that he looks very serious while writing, which is a very good thing. Hearing this makes Chung feel very good. At night, Jian comes to meet Cheng, where he learns from Yinsu that Chung had fallen on purpose while writing so that he could get his family's attention. She also tells him that Chung just wants family time and their love, and that is why they should not send him abroad right now. Well, Jian says that he will explain this to his parents, and Cheng hears all of this. Next day, Lin is about to get a promotion in her company, but because of her low education, her manager does not give her the promotion. Seeing this makes her feel very bad. After that, she meets Dr. Yu and tells him that she wants to continue her studies, for which she asks him for help in maths, and Yu agrees. On the other hand, Yinsu is with Cheng, where now Chung is behaving very nicely with her. Yinsu shows Cheng's drawings to his parents and explains that he truly needs them and just wants to spend time with his family. Understanding Yinsu's words, they start spending more and more time with Cheng, and seeing this makes Chung feel very happy. At night, Jian gifts Yinsu a cute car and tells her that with full dedication and hard work, she has come this far and has become a very successful anchor. Then he gives her a cute kiss on her forehead. Next, Yinsu meets Zhou and rejects his proposal because she finds out that he runs a shell company and also cheats investors of their money. Hearing this, Zhou laughs and says that he is exactly like her. He also says that he knows about Yinsu's real family and threatens her that if she does not help him, he will tell everyone about her real parents. As soon as Yinsu comes home, her mom gives her the responsibility of Cheng's birthday and leaves. Yinsu immediately starts preparing for it. Meanwhile, Lin sees Jian at a cafe, where he drinks too much. Seeing this, Lin brings him home. Next morning, Yu apologizes to Lin for last night. Here, Zhou reaches Yinsu's house by pretending to be Jian's mom's friend and starts blackmailing Yinsu again. Yinsu gets very angry at him, throws water on him, and says that she will never let him succeed because his intentions are not good. But the very next day, Zhou reaches Yinsu's house again and meets Jian. He tells Jian that he is Yinsu's very good friend and that Yinsu herself invited him. Yinsu is forced to lie even though she does not want to. Everyone sits together for lunch, and then Zhou starts talking about his company and Yinsu's parents. He says that he has always been in touch with them and that they are very old friends. He keeps saying many things about Yinsu's parents. Yinsu tries to stop him, but he does not stop. He also says that Yinsu's father had told him about Jian's father. Jian listens to everything calmly and says that if the project is good, they will definitely invest in it. After that, Zhou leaves while blackmailing Yinsu again, saying that he has only one. It is night time, and he says that if she does not agree to his demand, he will bring all the truth in front of everyone and expose her online. He even calls her at night, but Yinsu stays firm on her decision. Next day, Zhou comes to Yinsu's office and starts shouting that his company is drowning, and if she does not do something, he will not spare her. Just then, after seeing Lin there, Zhou runs away. Later, Lin thanks Yinsu for giving her money for her studies and says that from now on she will definitely protect her. Well, after that, Yinsu's mom calls her and asks her to meet at a hall. There, she sees her with Zhou, and he tells her parents the entire truth and leaves. Yinsu's father starts shouting at her that she married Jian by lying, which is a very big sin, and that he will tell Jian's family the whole truth. But her mom stops him. Yinsu then tells them that she has achieved all this through very hard work and will not let it get destroyed so easily. She says that they are just jealous because all this came to her instead of Lin, since they never paid attention to her. Hearing this makes her father even more angry, and he ends his relationship with her and leaves. Next, Yinsu explains to Zhou that she will give him the money, but on one condition: he will not involve her family in all this. After that, Jo goes to play golf with Jian. In the next scene, somehow Yinsu finally convinces Jian to invest, and Jian tells her not to worry because he will handle everything. Next day, Jian calls Jo and puts two conditions for the investment. First, he wants a 6% return, and second, he will give the investment money in installments within 3 months, and Jo agrees to it. Jian gives him his personal money instead of the company's money. Then, after 4 months, Yinsu gets the news that Jo has been arrested in a money scam. Actually, Jian had already found out that he was a scammer, and that is why he told him that he would give the money in installment. Well, Yinsu then starts telling Jian a story by using someone else's name, saying that her friend married her husband by lying. So can they still stay happy and together? Should she tell her husband the whole truth? Jian refuses and says no, because it could even break their relationship. Hearing this, Yinsu understands that if she tells the truth, her relationship will also break. In the next scene, we see a party where Lin meets Zhang. There, she also notices Jian and makes a drink for him, the same type that her elder sister used to make for Jian. To make him feel jealous, she starts getting very close to Zhang. But as soon as Zhang leaves, Jian tells her to stop all this. However, Lin does not listen to him at all. Jian then starts talking to Yuan, and at that same time Yinsu comes directly to the party from her set. Yuan takes her to change her clothes. Actually, friends, Yinsu had purposely come wearing such a dress so that she could talk to Yuan. She knew that Yuan was once a very famous reporter, and Yinsu even gives her a gift that has her old photo in it. Seeing this makes Yuan very impressed. Both of them come outside, where Jian requests Yuan to give an interview on Yinsu's show, and she agrees. On the other hand, Lin becomes so drunk that she starts vomiting. Jian comes and gives her a hangover drink and tells his assistant to drop her home, where, just then, Lin's bracelet falls, and after seeing that bracelet, Jian starts remembering Lin's elder sister. Next day, Jian is having a business meeting with Zhang and Yuan, where both of them were not ready for a deal with him. But somehow he convinces them that he will work very well and says that people will really like their partnership. Well, soon the footage from last night's party makes their share prices rise a lot. Still, they were not ready to do it, and say that they will look for another company for investing. Seeing this, Zhang and Yuan finally confirm the deal. Later, Jian thanks Yinsu for this and gifts her a necklace, saying that all this happened because of her. On the other hand, Hao goes to Dr. Yu's hospital and starts accusing him of provoking Lin to break up with him. Lin also quickly reaches there and tries to explain to him that he should stop all this, otherwise it will not be good for him. At the same time, her bag falls, and after seeing the book inside it, Hao starts calling her uneducated. Lin slaps him hard, and at that moment Dr. Yu arrives and stops their fight. Next day, Jian calls Yinsu to meet him at his plant shop in the evening because it is our heroine Yinsu's birthday today, and he is planning a surprise for her. But at that same time, Lin calls him and directly takes the name of her elder sister, who is no longer in this world and who was also once Jian's ex-girlfriend. Hearing this, Jian leaves everything and goes straight to Lin. There, she cries and says that she is living her sister's life because she is very sad. As Jian is about to leave after hearing all this, she threatens to take sleeping pills. Jian takes the pills from her and starts handling her. Here, Yinsu keeps waiting for him, but he never comes. It becomes very late at night, and Jian reaches home late, and he lies to Yinsu, saying that he could not come because of a business meeting. Well, after that he remembers the time when his girlfriend's dead body was lying in front of him, and he was handling both himself and Lin. Next day, a very big corporate deal between Jean Group and Sean Group is about to be finalized in front of the media. But before signing the deal, the owner of Sean Group gets arrested by the police, and this makes Jian's father very tense, because their share prices were falling because of it. At the same time, Jian comes and tells him that he was the one who got the owner of Sean Group arrested because he was very corrupt, and he had already found another company for the project. He also tells his father that he will take his team and create an independent department to work on this project without any interference, and if this is not allowed, he will take the project away from the company and handle it alone. On the other hand, Yinsu is reporting in the news that Jean Group has signed a very big deal with Xiao Group. Here, Jian catches a senior employee of the company involved in corruption and tells him to quietly resign. At night, Jian is leaving for home with Yansu when that employee comes and tries to ask Jian for one more chance. But Jian clearly refuses and starts leaving. At that moment, the employee takes a knife and goes straight to mean to attack Jian. Yansu comes in between and saves him, and the knife hits her hand. Jian quickly grabs that man. On the other hand, Jian goes to meet Lin's father, who promises to help him with the project and then he also tells him to take care of Lin, and here Yansu is drinking with Lin, meaning with her sister. Yansu is very worried these days because of Jian's behavior. So her sister explains to her that he must be acting this way because of work, that he is probably stressed too, and that everything will be fine soon, so she should not worry. Meanwhile, Jian takes Lin to her apartment, where Lin starts getting close to him and tries to come nearer to him. But at the same time, Jian finds out that Lin's father has signed the project contract, so he leaves her and goes away. Lin then understands everything, that he was caring for her only because of the contract. This makes her very angry. After hearing all this, Yansu is completely shocked. That night, when she comes home, she asks Jian about all these things. And here, guys, the biggest secret is revealed. Jian accepts everything and admits that it is all true. Yansu then asks him the reason for lying. Jian brings a file and shows it to her, saying that he is not the only one who has done this. And in that file, friends, there is complete information about Yansu herself. He tells her that she also lied in order to marry him, especially about her parents. But even after knowing that, he still married her because he knew she could take care of his mother. Jian understood this very well because Yansu did not have the attitude of rich girls, and she also wanted to move forward by using his family's reputation. That is why he had always helped her. He even handled Tao and Zhao for her so that their truth would not come out. He also says that until now, he believed they could live peacefully together without revealing the truth. But she ruined everything. This proves that both of them used each other. Now Yansu realizes that Jian never loved her. After learning all this, she becomes extremely sad, completely breaks down, and walks out. A little later, Jian comes to her and says that he has a very big deal coming up in 2 days, so they must pretend to be a perfect couple. If she does not cooperate, she could lose her job. Seeing all this, Yansu starts crying. She had loved this man so deeply, but he was only using her, and now he is even blackmailing her. The next day is the project launch. Yansu does not behave warmly toward him. That night, Jian again threatens her, saying that if she does not act properly as his wife, he will fire her and she will lose her job. Yansu then says she will act well because she really needs the job. Just then, Lin calls Jian and threatens that if he does not come to her, she will commit suicide. Poor Jian rushes to her. When he reaches her, he tells her that if her work is done, then she no longer needs to come to the company anymore. The next day, Yansu goes to an auction with Jian, where Lin is also present. Lin makes Yansu sit beside her and talks to her very sweetly. The next day, Yansu misses her grandmother very much and goes to visit her. But upon reaching there, she learns that her grandmother's health suddenly worsened and her parents have taken her to the hospital. Yansu rushes to the hospital and sends her parents home to rest. Seeing her grandmother in that condition, Yansu cries a lot and thinks that she did everything only to give her grandmother a good life. But now her grandmother isn't even well. Because of this, Yansu decides to divorce Jian, especially since he keeps troubling her. At the same time, she calls Lin, records the conversation, and tells her to stop coming between her and Jian. Lin responds that she and Jian are very close. She will always stay by his side, and Yansu cannot stop her. Yansu immediately hangs up and tells Jian that they should divorce peacefully. Otherwise, if Cheng's truth and their contract marriage come out, his reputation could be ruined. Jian understands her point. Yansu then leaves the house and starts living in her old apartment. The next day, Shu goes to a law firm for some work and sees Yansu with her divorce lawyer. She realizes that Yansu is getting divorced and spreads the news everywhere. As soon as Lin hears about this, when Lin finds out, she comes over and, on seeing Yansu, starts getting close to Jian, clearly to make Yansu jealous. Seeing this makes Yansu so angry that she slaps Lin and says, "Our divorce hasn't even happened yet." Jian smiles when he sees this, because he thinks Yansu might be feeling jealous. Jian then explains things to Lin and leaves, telling her it would be better if she stayed away from him. On the other hand, Yansu resigns from her job and apologizes to Jian's parents. She says that until the divorce is finalized, she will tell everyone that she left her job to focus on her business so that no one blames Jian. Meanwhile, Jian is at the golf field with Mr. Hao, who tells him that Yinsu truly cares about him and might actually love him. He says she is a very good girl. Hearing this gives Jian a strange feeling, something he has never felt before. The next day, Dr. Yu comes to Yinsu's house while she is fixing a water pipe. He helps her and then goes to the bathroom to clean his clothes. At that moment, Jian arrives with the divorce agreement. When Yinsu asks him to leave, he walks inside anyway and sees Dr. Yu. Yinsu introduces them to each other, and Dr. Yu leaves them alone. After he leaves, Jian adds a condition to the divorce. Yinsu must not tell anyone about it until he allows it, as it could damage their company's image. The next day, voting is held in Jian's company to make him a board member. His father votes against him and blocks his appointment because he is very angry, first about Qing and then about Jian's marriage. As punishment, he sends Jian far away to complete a stalled company project. Jian throws himself into the work there, while Yinsu gets a job selling products online through live streaming. She works extremely hard, so hard that she falls ill. Her sister comes to visit and feels very bad seeing her condition. Meanwhile, while working, Jian discovers that the local manager has been wasting inventory and embezzling money. Jian gives him only 3 days to prepare a proper report of all the goods. The next day, Jian's assistant sends him a link to Yinsu's live stream. Watching it shocks Jian. People are flooding the comments, writing things like how beautiful Yinsu is and praising her. Yinsu starts reading the comments, and as soon as she reads some of them, she begins to feel very jealous. Meanwhile, Yinsu goes to meet Cheng, who has been missing her a lot. While talking to him, Cheng tells her that everyone misses her very much, and that Jian's father has sent Jian far away. Yinsu tells Cheng that whenever he misses her, he can call her anytime. Hearing this makes Cheng very happy. On the other hand, Lin has also watched Yinsu's live streaming. She starts posting comments saying that this woman traps rich men just to steal their money. Because of this, many people begin writing very bad comments, and seeing them makes Yinsu stop for a moment. As soon as she pauses, her boss sends her out for an outdoor shoot. She is selling products through a live stream when, at that same moment, Lin arrives there with Jian's mom and her friend to insult Yinsu. But things turn the other way. Jian's mom tells everyone that she also became rich through hard work, and that her daughter-in-law is moving forward without anyone's help. She says she is proud of her. Then she leaves and even tells her driver to buy all of Yinsu's product. Meanwhile, on Jian's side, a man comes to him asking for money. He is their former manager who had taken money for his own expenses and then disappeared. He tells Jian that he will come there every day to demand his money, leaving Jian deep in thought. The next day, Yinsu gives everyone her card and says that it contains her lifetime savings. She suggests that they should use their talents to start a new business together. Everyone agrees. The designer girl begins creating many beautiful clothes, and another girl starts posting reels while wearing those dresses, while Yinsu handles all the planning. At first, their reels receive very few likes. Then Jian goes to his partner's house and asks him to invest in the company by becoming a partner. He explains that even if the company's project is not completed, the money can still be. After that, Jian questions the manager about who is behind all these problems. He discovers that it is the same man who failed to show up for the board meeting vote. Jian quickly reports this to his father. Meanwhile, Yinsu visits many people to ask for investment for her work, but no one is ready to invest. During this time, Zheng meets her. Although he does not invest, he gives her valuable tips on how to grow her business, telling her that she must make her brand stand out and suggesting different strategies she can use. Yinsu feels very happy after hearing this. From the next day, she begins working with Zheng and even arranges a professional brand shoot with a well-known cameraman. She focuses completely on her work, and Zheng is impressed by her dedication. Just then, Jian messages Yinsu and asks to meet. He tells her he has an important business deal with the Bricks family, and since their divorce is not finalized yet, she should act as his wife. In return, he will pay her. Yinsu truly needs money to start her new business, so she agrees. Meanwhile, a man named Lin calls someone and informs them about Jian's deal. The person on the other end orders him to stop the deal from happening, so Lin starts working on it the very next day. The next day, once the Bricks couple leaves, Yinsu begins distancing herself from Jian. He offers to drop her home, but they start arguing on the way and even insult each other. Yinsu gets out of the car angrily and walks away, and Jian does not stop her. That night, Jian misses Yinsu deeply and texts her, asking her to join him for dinner. Yinsu refuses, saying she is busy. Meanwhile, Jian tells his father that he is ready to give this land to the company, and seeing this, his father begins to say. The next day arrives. It is the day of Yinsu and Jian's divorce. But Jian spends the entire day trying to delay it somehow. When they reach the registration office, the lady there informs them that their trial period has already expired. Jian is secretly very happy inside. Later, Jian reaches Yinsu's house and overhears a conversation between Yinsu and Feng. Feng is asking Yinsu out on a date, but she clearly refuses, saying that she is still married and her divorce is not finalized, so she does not want to have an affair with anyone else. At that moment, Yinsu notices Jian, becomes uncomfortable, and leaves. The next day, the lawyer secretly takes photos of some important files in Jian's office. The following day, Jian's assistant advises him that if he wants to get closer to Yinsu again, he should try meeting her friends. And if one of them is a man, that would be even better for understanding her life. Meanwhile, Lin confesses her love to Dr. Yu and gives him 1 week to respond before leaving. That night, Jian meets Dr. Yu and explains his situation, asking for help to win Yinsu back. He should go right away, and listening to this advice, Jian goes straight to Yinsu's house and even starts fixing things there. Yinsu tells him to leave, but he refuses. Just then, Lin arrives with her friends. Seeing them, Jian decides to leave. That night, when Jian sees photos of Yinsu at the museum with Zhang, he becomes extremely jealous and ends up buying everything from that museum. After witnessing this, Zhang immediately goes to meet Jian, but Jian clearly warns him that Yinsu is still his wife and he should stay away from her. He also says he hates women who break someone's home. Meanwhile, the lawyer teams up with Mr. Lin and makes a deal to collect evidence against Jian. On the other hand, Jian meets Yinsu's sister, Lin, and confesses that he has truly fallen in love with Yinsu now. He asks for Lin's help and promises that in return he will help her and Dr. Yu as well. Lin then deliberately sends Jian to Zhang and Yinsu's meeting. When Jian arrives, he looks at Zhang's business idea, rejects it, and starts suggesting his own plan to Yinsu. Seeing this, Yinsu silently walks away. Elsewhere, Dr. Yu brings some makeup products for Lin that he had ordered for her, and he finally admits that he has started to like her a lot. Lin is shocked, but the moment turns sweet when the two share a gentle kiss. The next day, Lin and Yinsu talk to their grandmother about their business plan. After the call ends, Yinsu tells Lin that she wants to buy a house with her own money so she can bring their grandmother to live with her. Later that night, while Yinsu is discussing her financial report, Tao, a finance expert, shows up to meet Lin and help review Yinsu's report. Tao asks to see the report, and after checking it, he tells them that there is a major problem in the financial report. She also reveals that Jian's company has been shortlisted, though the final decision on the deal will be made after 3 months. After this, Yinsu thanks Jian for helping her so much. Jian then tells her about a brand competition, saying that if she participates, she will definitely win, and it will prove to everyone that her fabric is of the best quality. Seeing his care, Yinsu slowly begins to soften toward him again. Yinsu and her team prepare the perfect dress for the competition. She also hires Tao as the new accountant since the previous one resigned, which makes Tao very happy. However, the next day, Yinsu and her team learn that they have been rejected from the competition due to the negative impact surrounding their brand. When Jian hears this, he holds an interview and publicly states that what is happening to Yinsu's studio is cyberbullying meant to damage her reputation. He warns that he will file a case against anyone involved. He also proudly says, "My wife is a very strong woman. I know she can handle everything." In the next scene, at the event, some members of Yinsu's studio walk the ramp, ranging from children to elderly people. The concept is to show whether their tradition can truly pass from one generation to the next. The presentation impresses everyone, Lin giving Yinsu the chance to go talk to Jian. However, people keep interrupting them again and again, preventing them from having a proper conversation. Frustrated, Jian gets up and walks outside. Dr. Yu follows him, and the two sit together, sharing drinks like close friends. Meanwhile, Yinsu is very drunk, so Lin takes her home. But on the way, Yinsu insists on going to Jian's house because she misses him deeply. She even says that from now on, that is her home. The next morning, Yinsu and Jian wake up shocked to find themselves sleeping beside each other, while Dr. Yu and Lin stand outside laughing. It was all their doing. When Yinsu and Jian step out, they learn what really happened. Dr. Yu and Lin brought them home while they were intoxicated, and during the night the two caused so much chaos that it nearly drove everyone crazy. Hearing this makes Yinsu and Jian feel extremely embarrassed. They both quickly leave, and Yinsu heads toward the office. Jian stops her, asking her to stay for breakfast, and even moves closer as if about to kiss her. But right at that moment, his mother arrives unexpectedly. Seeing them together makes her very happy, as she believes they might finally reunite. The next day, Jian comes to have lunch with the Bricks couple and invites Yinsu to join them. In front of the Bricks couple, she acts perfectly and maintains a pleasant attitude. But as soon as they leave, she questions Jian about why he is using her, and why he even hired a photographer for it. At that very moment, the assistant quickly brings that man in and says that all the photos have been deleted. Jian then tells Yinsu that he knows someone is deliberately trying to create misunderstandings between them, someone who does not want them together and is trying to separate them. He promises that he will definitely find out who is behind it. He also confesses that his feelings for her are not fake and that he might have actually started falling in love with her. The next day, they arrive at a town for a cultural festival, and Jian is there too. Both of them are asked to paint some clothes together, and they do an excellent job as a team. Yinsu thinks Jian has followed her there, but after talking to the locals, she learns that Jian visits this place every year. That night, Yinsu sees Jian performing in an act and later asks him why he comes here. Jian explains that he is here to look at a botanical design. The following day, Jian and Yinsu visit a man named Mr. Chu. After seeing his designs, Yinsu tells him that she wants to combine his designs with her dresses to create something beautiful and unique. At first, he refuses completely. Then Jian takes Yinsu to a lady who tells them that Mr. Chu divorced his wife 3 years ago. The next day, Yinsu and Jian go again to convince Mr. Chu, but nothing changes. Later, Yinsu goes to speak with Mr. Chu's wife. The moment the lady hears Mr. Chu's name, she becomes very angry and walks away. As she leaves, a pin drops there, the same one that Mr. Chu had once given her. Soon after, Jian quickly calls Yinsu and tells her that Mr. Chu secretly went to see his wife's exhibition. At that moment, both of them realize that love is still hidden in their heart. The very next day, they invite the husband and wife to meet each other with an excuse. At first, the two try to leave after seeing one another, but Jian and Yinsu explain how much they still love each other. Gradually, their words begin to make sense, and the couple finally agrees to work together again. That night, during a performance, Jian apologizes to Yinsu and begins confessing his love to her. Yinsu becomes extremely emotional upon seeing this, and as soon as the act ends, she runs to Jian and suddenly kisses him. Meanwhile, Lin is very worried about a loan that still has not been approved. Tao reassures her, saying that he will handle everything and that she does not need to stress about it. At the same time, Tao manages to get some papers stamped. Cheng then goes to meet Jian and, during their conversation, explains how he helped Jian's father start the company long before Jian was even born. That night, the lawyer brings a heavily drunk Jian back to his house. As soon as he enters Jian's room, he tries to open a locker. After several attempts, he finally enters the correct password, which turns out to be Jian's wedding date. When the locker opens, he finds DNA reports inside clearly stating that Chung is Jian's son. On the other side, the lawyer kidnaps Chung and brings him to an old building. He sends Jian a photo of Cheng's bag. Jian instantly recognizes the place and rushes there with Yinsu. The police also arrive at the scene. As Jian is bringing Chung outside, many reporters, called there by the lawyer, are already waiting. They begin asking questions, and Jian publicly admits that Chung is indeed his son. Supporting him, Yinsu tells everyone that she is Cheng's mother and demands that they leave her husband and son alone, or she will take legal action against them. The next day, when Jian's father learns that Chung was behind everything, he collapses unconscious. Jian rushes him to the hospital, while Yinsu takes care of little Cheng, who refuses to eat or drink and becomes very weak. Meanwhile, Tao tells Lin that he intentionally showed higher profits in the report so they could easily secure the loan. And now Chung had started talking to Jian again. Seeing this made Jian extremely happy. Meanwhile, his father's condition had also stabilized, and Jian was spending some pleasant time sitting with Yinsu. Both of them looked genuinely happy. That night, Chung felt very hungry. When he couldn't find anything to eat at home, he stepped outside. On his way back, the poor boy lost his way. When Jian realized Chung was missing, he panicked and rushed out to search for him. After some time, he finally found him and carried him back in his arms because Chang's slipper had broken. On the way, Chung fell asleep on Jian's shoulder, and this filled Jian with immense happiness. The next day, Yansu returned to her office, where Lin told her the complete truth about how Tao had been blackmailing her. Yansu reassured her not to worry and said they would uncover everything together. She asked Lin to find the bank officer who had approved the loan and also encouraged her to tell Dr. Yu the truth. Lin finally went to Dr. Yu and confessed everything. Later, Tao invited Lin to dinner, thinking he would finally propose to her. He was getting ready when Lin arrived with Dr. Yu and revealed that the loan had actually been taken legally and that Tao had been lying. The bank officer had told her the truth, and she had already reported him. Soon after, Dr. Yu proposed to Lin with a ring, and the two reunited. Meanwhile, the project was awarded to Jian. Seeing this, Chung burned with rage. After the auction, Jian went to meet his father and learned that everything Chung had done had been exposed, and he was now in jail. The scene shifts to a flashback. We discover that when Cheng had come to meet Jian's father earlier, he had witnessed something shocking. Father's health was not good, and Cheng had taken Jian very lightly. He thought Jian would be busy taking care of his father, but because of this mistake, he lost to Jian, and the project was awarded to Jian. Not only that, he was badly exposed as well. After this, Jian goes to meet Mr. Ho. Mr. Ho tells him that he chose Jian for the project because both he and his wife are very honest people, and such people are very hard to find. Jian thanks him and, while leaving, Yansu quickly calls him home. When he reaches home, they see Lin there. She shows them the DNA report and finally reveals that Ching is not Lin's son. In the flashback, we see that when her elder sister got pregnant, Jian and her had already broken up 2 months earlier. One day, her sister got extremely drunk and met a man with whom she spent the night. Lin wanted Jian to marry her sister, so she created a fake report. Now she realizes her mistake and starts crying while apologizing to them. Yansu becomes very angry. She shouts at her and says that Ching is now their son, and no one can take him away from them. Jian tears the report and says that no one should ever find out about this, because now Cheng is only his and Yansu's son, and this matter ends right there. In the next scene, Jian talks to the board members. Everyone is very confused about the company and whether the project should be approved or not. Just then, Yansu's studio gets a new project, which makes everyone very happy. At night, Jian is working on his new project when Yansu comes and sits beside him. Both of them are very happy. The next day, Jian explains his project to the members, who were not ready to invest. At the same time, he introduces Yansu to everyone. The next day, Yansu's parents come to take the grandmother back. Yansu tells them that next time when grandmother visits, they should come to meet her too. Hearing this from Yansu makes her parents very emotional, and they agree before leaving. In the next scene, Lin and Dr. Yu get married. Meanwhile, at Jian's office, Jian and Yansu sign their project together. Jian's construction project and Yansu's cultural center project. Now they will be working together. And friends, with this beautiful drama comes to a happy ending. I personally liked it very much, and if you liked it too, make sure to tell me in the comment box. And yes, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel or liked the video, do it quickly. If you don't want to miss the next new drama, then also tell me in the comment box which drama you want to see next.